room still holds your echo, like a whisper in the dark. I close my eyes to hear you, but the quiet breaks my heart. We used to talk till morning, laughing under fading lights. Now the clock just keeps on ticking through these endless lonely nights. Your chair is by the window where the sunlight used to fall, but the warmth we used to live in doesn't live here anymore. I keep waiting for your voice through the static of my mind, but the louder that I listen, the less of you I find. The day your voice turned into silence was the day my world stood still. Every word you left unspoken echoes through me even still. I keep calling through the quiet, but the answer never comes. All the love we left unfinished now just beats inside my lungs. Your sweater's still here hanging, like it's waiting for your hand. And the photos on the table still believe in what we planned. I replay our last conversation every night before I sleep, trying hard to find the moment where I lost you in the deep. Maybe love was always fragile, like a candle in the rain. One small wind we never noticed blew away what would remain. The day your voice turned into silence was the day my world went cold. Every memory still whispers, every story left untold. I keep walking through the echoes of the life we almost knew, but the quiet keeps reminding that forever lost it's you. If heaven lets you hear me through the distance and the blue, just know every silent heartbeat still belongs to you. And if time could turn around me, like the songs we used to play, I would hold your voice forever, never let it fade away. The day your voice turned into silence was the day the music died. Every tear I try to hide still falls somewhere deep inside. I keep living with the echo of the love we couldn't save, just a heart still softly calling through the quiet of your name. Now the night is always listening to the words I cannot send, and the silence keeps repeating that our story reached its end. The house is quiet again tonight. Your picture's still by my side. Your shoes are waiting by the door, like you'll come walking in once more. The clock still ticks the way it did the night you left without a word. I try to learn to live alone, but hope won't leave my bones. I still leave a light on for you case you find your way back home. Every night the hallway glows like my heart refuses to let go. Maybe love is foolish too, but I still leave the light on for you. The silence knows your favorite song. It plays inside my mind all night long. I talk to shadows on the wall, pretending you still hear my call. I still leave the light on for you, just in case you find your way back home. Every light the hallway glows like my heart refuses to let go. Maybe love is foolish too, but I still leave the light on for you. Maybe you've already moved on. Maybe I'm the only one holding on. But if you ever walk back through that door, you'll see the light, just like before.
We used to say forever, like it meant something.
You used to whisper in the dark my name like it was poetry. Now every word between us feels like distant memory. Somewhere between hello and goodbye, we stopped trying. Our love slowly forgot my name, like a song fading in the rain. Once you held me like your world, now I'm just a word you barely say. Time erased the flame. Our love slowly forgot my name. Your eyes don't look for mine anymore. Your touch feels like a stranger's hand. The promises we used to keep are castles buried in the sand. Our love slowly forgot my name, like a song fading in the rain. Once you held me like your world, now I'm just a word you barely say. Time erased remembering me. Your voice still echoes through these empty rooms. The coffee cup you left behind still sits where you last smiled. Your laughter in the hallway still lingers for a while. Even silence says your name. Your goodbye still lives here in every corner of this place, in the pillow where you slept, in the tears on my face. Time keeps moving on, but my heart stays right there. Your goodbye still lives here. The window where we watch the rain remembers every kiss, but now the only thing it sees is the emptiness you left. Your goodbye still lives here in every corner of this place, in the pillow where you slept, in the tears on my face. Time keeps moving on, but my heart stays right there. Your goodbye still lives here. Maybe love never really leaves, it just changes into memories. And yours still lives here. Your pillow still remembers every dream we had. The window lets the moonlight in, just like it did before. And now the silence fills the room where laughter lived once more. Your scent still lingers in the air, but you're not lying there. The empty side of the bed still feels like you're gone yesterday. My hands reach out in the dark, but only find the space you made. Love used to live right here instead. Now there's just the empty side of the bed. Blankets hold 1,000 nights of promises we kept. Now every fold reminds my heart of all the tears I've wept. The empty side of the bed still feels like you're gone yesterday. My hands reach out in the dark, but only find the space you made. Love used to live right here instead. Now there's just the empty tonight. Your side of the bed stays cold. We were young and forever sounded easy. We carved our names into the sky like time would never fade. Two hearts believing love alone could never break or change, but seasons change and people too. Promised forever too soon, under a careless summer moon. Two hearts that didn't understand how fragile love can be in our hands. Now forever feels like a lie, just two memories passing by. We promised forever too soon. Your laughter slowly turned to quiet. Your eyes began to roam, and somewhere in the space between our love stopped feeling like home. We promised forever too soon, under a careless summer moon. Two hearts that didn't understand how fragile love can be in our hands. Now forever feels like a lie, just two memories passing by. We promised forever too soon. Maybe forever exists somewhere, just not for us. And that promise still echoes in my chest. Some days silence feels like you. Your picture on the dresser still watches over me, like you never really left, like you're still somewhere I can't see. And sometimes I swear I hear you breathe. I still talk to your memory, like you're sitting next to me. Tell you how my days have been, even though you can't answer me. Maybe it's just stars were fading slowly, like promises we made. You stood beneath the streetlight glow, your eyes too tired to lie. The silence said what words could not before your last goodbye. And something deep inside of me quietly broke free. That was the night my heart stopped believing love could stay when the world starts leaving. Your words fell soft like winter rain, but every drop still whispered pain. Since that moment everything changed. That was the night my heart stopped believing. The road you took still haunts my dreams, like echoes in the dark. And every step I take alone still carries your old spark. That was the night my heart stopped believing love could stay when the world starts leaving. Your words fell soft like winter rain, but every drop still whispered pain. Since that moment everything changed. That was the night my heart stopped believing. Maybe love survives somewhere, just not inside my chest. Since the night my heart stopped believing. This house remembers everything. The hallway echoes softer now. The walls don't sing your name. The kitchen light feels colder, since nothing stayed the same. We fill these rooms with loved ones. Now silence fills the air, where our laughter used to live. Memories still dancing in the shadows that you give. Time moved on somehow, Sometimes I still hear it late at night. Even when the lights go out, you're still here. Your footsteps faded long ago, but echoes fill the hall. Your voice dissolved into the night, yet I still hear your call. Some ghosts are made of love. Your shadow never really left. It walks beside my lonely steps. Every room still knows your name. Every memory stays the same. Even when the sun has set, your shadow never really left. I see you in the quiet rain, in every passing phase, like love became a ghost that time could never quite erase. Your shadow never really left. It walks beside my lonely steps. Every room still knows your name. Every memory stays the same. Even when the sun has set, your shadow never really left. Maybe love doesn't disappear, it just becomes the air we breathe. And you're still follows me everywhere. The night is quiet again. Your side of the bed stays cold. I'm talking to shadows now, where your laughter used to hold. We built a world from whispered dreams and promises in the dark. You said forever like it was easy, like it wouldn't break my heart. You held my hand like you meant it, like time would never change. But somewhere between love and leaving, you slowly slipped away. I loved you longer than you stayed, longer than the words you said, longer than the promises still echoing in my head. You walked away like love was light, like it was easy to let go. But I'm still here with all the pieces of a heart you used to know. Your picture's still on the table, I never moved it away. Cause every time I try to forget you, my heart begs you to stay. The silence feels like a memory of all we used to be. You left the door without looking back, but you never left me. I loved you longer than you stayed, longer than your fading touch, longer than the midnight calls that once meant so much. You closed the chapter quietly, like love was just a page. But I'm still writing your story, even after you walked away. Maybe someday I'll stop waiting for footsteps at my door. Maybe someday this broken heart won't call your name anymore. But tonight the moon still knows you, the way my lonely soul does too. And every star reminds me of how I once loved you. I loved you longer than you stayed, longer than the words you said, longer than the promises still echoing in my head. You left with all the sunlight, and shadows took your place, but I still keep your memory in every empty space. So if you ever think of me in some quiet yesterday, just remember this one truth: I loved you longer than you stayed. I typed your name again tonight, but silence answered me. The screen still glows in the dark, like it's waiting for your reply. I wrote the words 1,000 times, but they never reached your eyes. Your picture still lights my phone, like you never went away. But the last thing that I sent you still waits there to this day. The last message you never read still lives inside my phone. Every word I tried to send was a heart that felt alone. I said I missed you every night, I begged you not to go, but the last message you never read is a love you'll never know. I watch the typing bubble fade, like hope slipping away. I thought you'd answer one more time, just like yesterday. But the silence kept growing louder, every minute, every hour. And somewhere between the waiting, I lost the power. The last message you never read still echoes in my chest. Every word was one more tear. I tried so hard to confess. You left without a warning, like the wind in autumn air. But the last message you never read says I still care. Maybe someday you'll find it hidden in some old goodbye. Maybe you'll remember the love you left behind. But tonight the screen still glows, my heart still believes in the last message you never read. There's a place I never left, even though you walked away. The street where we used to meet, still whispers your name to me. Every corner holds a memory of what we used to be. Your laughter in the evening air, your hand inside of mine. But time kept moving forward while my heart stayed behind. My heart stayed where you left it, on that quiet summer night, where your goodbye felt gentle, but it broke me deep inside. You kept walking toward tomorrow while I stayed in yesterday. My heart stayed where you left it when you walked away. The cafe by the window still plays our favorite song, and every time I hear it, I wonder where you've gone. I tried to leave those memories, but they won't let me go, because love doesn't disappear just because you say so. My heart stayed where you left it, where your shadow touched the ground, where forever felt so certain before love fell apart. You moved on with the sunrise, but my soul refused to stray. My heart stayed where you left it, that lonely yesterday. Maybe love is like a ghost, it never really leaves. It lingers in the silence between the memories. So if you ever pass that place where our story slowly ended, you'll find my heart still waiting where you left it.
Rain falls on the window tonight, just like the night you left.
The sky cries softly, like it remembers you. Every drop on the glass feels like a memory too. The streets are shining silver under the lonely light, and every falling raindrop whispers you tonight. The rain knows I still miss you. It falls like tears I hide. Every storm reminds me of the day you said goodbye. The clouds keep telling stories of a love we once went through, and every time it rains, it knows I still miss you. Your jacket's still in my closet, your voice still in my mind. Some loves fade like summer, but ours froze in time. I walk beneath the thunder, hoping you might see how every storm still carries your memory to me. The rain knows I still miss you. tonight. Maybe the rain remembers what we lost that night. So I let the rain keep falling on the heart you once broke through, because the rain knows I still miss you. Your goodbye still echoes like it never left the air. You said it softly in the dark, like it wouldn't leave a scar. Just a quiet little sentence that followed me too far. The door closed slowly behind you, like the end of everything. But the silence that you left me still repeats that painful ring. It was a goodbye that never ended, still living in my chest. Every night I try to forget it, but my heart won't let me rest. You walked into tomorrow while I stayed in yesterday, with a goodbye that keeps on breaking me in every single way. The hallway still remembers the sound of your last step, and every empty corner holds the tears I never wept. I thought time would erase it, like waves erase the sand, but some goodbyes keep haunting long after they began. It was a goodbye that never ended, still echoing your name, like a song without an ending, playing over through the pain. You vanished with the sunrise, like love had gone away, but your goodbye still finds me at the end of every day. Maybe somewhere you're smiling, living a different life, while I'm still standing here under that same goodbye. And even when the years pass by and memories slowly bend, I'll still be living in a goodbye that never ended. The house is silent tonight, but somehow you're still here. The chair where you used to sit still faces the window light. I swear I hear your laughter somewhere in the night. Your footsteps down the hallway, your voice across the room. But every sound disappears when I turn to you. I still hear you in quiet rooms, in the spaces where we stood. Every whisper of the silence sounds like something we once knew. Though you're gone beyond these walls, your memory still resumes, and my heart keeps finding you in quiet rooms. The clock keeps slowly ticking, but time feels frozen here. Like every second waits for you to suddenly appear. Your shadow lives in corners, your smile in faded frames, and every quiet moment still calls your name. I still hear you in quiet rooms, in echoes of the past, where every little memory is holding on too fast. Though the world keeps moving on and every season blooms, my heart still walks beside you in quiet rooms. Maybe love becomes a ghost when someone disappears. It lingers in the silence and whispers through the years. So if you ever wonder when my lonely heart resumes, just know I'm still listening in quiet rooms. I didn't hear it breaking, but something disappeared. We used to talk for hours until the morning light. But lately all our conversations quietly lost their fight. Your smile started fading like colors in the rain, and somewhere in that silence our love slips through the pain. Your love faded without a sound, like a shadow leaving town. No thunder, no warning, just slowly falling down. I kept holding on to us while you let us drown. Your love faded quietly without a sound. I search inside your eyes for the spark we used to know, but every time I reached for you, you felt so far below. The distance grew between us like oceans in the dark, and every quiet moment was another broken spark. Your love faded without a sound, like a whisper in the wind. No tears, no shouting, just a silent end. I tried to keep the fire, but you let the embers drown, and our love disappeared without a left between us is a memory looking down at the love we lost without a sound.
There's a place I never left, even though you're gone.
The streetlight still shines softly where we used to say goodnight, and the wind still carries whispers of your laughter in the night. Every corner holds a memory, every shadow knows your face, and my lonely heart keeps wandering back to that same place. The place my heart still waits is where you said goodbye, where forever felt so certain before it learned to die. You walked toward tomorrow while I stayed in yesterday, and my heart keeps standing still where you walk away. The bench beside the river still feels like yesterday, where we carved our little promises that time washed away. I try to leave those memories, but they follow where I go, because love doesn't disappear just because we let it go. The place my heart still waits is where your hand left mine, where every dream we built together got lost in passing time. The world keeps moving forward, but my soul refuses haste. My heart still waits for you in that forgotten place. Maybe love becomes a shadow that never truly fades. It lives inside the silence of the choices that we made. And if you ever pass that road where our forever breaks, you might still find my heart in the place it waits. We came so close to forever, but somehow missed the end. We had the stars above us and dreams inside our hands. We spoke about tomorrow like it was already planned. Your smile felt like a promise, your touch felt like a home. But somewhere in the distance, we both felt it alone. We were almost up forever, almost everything, almost every promise two hearts could ever bring. We were almost a lifetime, almost doesn't hold you the way I used to. The photos still remember the nights we stayed awake, talking about a future that love would someday make. But time had different answers than the ones inside our plans. And slowly we became two hearts that slipped from each other's hands. We were almost up forever, almost meant to be. Almost every memory still living inside me. We were almost a lifetime, almost something new, but almost turned to silence when I lost you. Maybe love sometimes stops just before it begins. Two souls standing together, but never truly within. So if you ever remember the dreams we once pursued, just know we were a story that almost came true. I used to cry beside you, now I cry alone. You were the one who held me whenever tears would fall. But love can turn to silence when hearts stop hearing calls. The nights feel longer lately, the stars feel far away, and every tear I'm hiding still whispers your name. I learned to cry without you when you walked out the door. The arms that once could hold me don't hold me anymore. I learned to hide the breaking behind a quiet view. I never thought I'd have to cry without you. The mirror sees the sadness that I try hard to hide. 1,000 tiny memories still living deep inside. The world keeps spinning forward, but my heart moves slow. 'Cause every step I'm taking is learning to let go. I learned to cry without you through every lonely night, through every broken sunrise and fading city light. The love that once surrounded me has turned to something blue, and now my heart remembers how to cry without you. Maybe someday the pain will fade like footprints in the sand, but tonight these tears are falling for a love I couldn't stand to end. So if you ever wonder what your goodbye put me through, just know I learned to cry without you.